Hey there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited. I am so excited about this live today. I'm going to teach very simply how to build a profitable coaching and consulting business. How to build your coaching and consulting business profitably. I've helped thousands of clients do exactly that. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant. I got started in my company 20 years ago, and I had the exact same intent to build a profitable coaching and consulting business. And I've done exactly that. But more importantly, I've had the opportunity to transfer what I've learned to do over the years with tons of my clients and help them to be able to package their knowledge at the highest level to be able to serve the world. Coaching and consulting is such a tremendous opportunity for so many of us to be able to leverage our background, our expertise, your gifts, your talents, your experience, your life skills, your soft skills, the things that you have overcome. And it is an avenue of revenue that is literally limitless. And I know you've likely heard different things, like maybe the market is saturated and maybe that's what you've thought about. But I want you to know tonight that this live is going to show you not what's not available to you, but instead how you right now, from where you are right now, even if you don't have any clients, I'll show you how to get started in the business, how to think about getting started in the business. And if you already have clients, how to up level the business that you currently have to make it profitable. I mean, building a coaching business and consulting business has absolutely changed my life. When I started my company 20 years ago, I didn't know that I was the product, and I actually didn't have any clients. I didn't realize the magnitude of the business that I had. I'm so excited. Hey there, darling. Good to see you, Carla. And so tonight, I want to share with you simply how this is absolutely available to you. As a result of me growing my business, I've had the opportunity to coach thousands of clients literally all around the world. I work from the comfort of my home or anywhere that I choose. I'm in my home office currently, and I love what I get to do. There's no cap on my income. I can work with smart, sharp, ambitious women who are highly actionable and who believe in self-investment, and I can choose who I work with. And that's what I love so much about building a business around your skill set, is that you can actually choose the kind of clients that would maximize your skills the most, right? So, coaching has changed my life because it allowed me to be the kind of mom that I wanted to be. I wanted to have the freedom to show up in the lives of my kids the way I wanted to when they were younger and in school. And I built my business when my oldest son was 4. He's 24 now. And I have to say, my life is unrecognizable. I'm no longer codependent on my job or codependent on my husband for income. I've built a business that has allowed me to have comfort in what I'm able to create based on my knowledge. And I love, love, love passing that forward to other women and showing them equally how what you know is enough. What you know is absolutely enough. And if you're ready for this live, if you're watching the replay, I want you to also write, I'm ready. And if you're watching this live, I want you to write, I'm ready, because you have to be ready to receive a powerful message. And this message tonight is going to be for you. If you've ever thought that about coaching or consulting, or if you're in a coaching consulting business, currently you have one, and it's not as profitable as you want to be, I'm just going to break down some elements that I think will be really important for you to consider. It's what I teach my clients. I could actually charge for what I'm going to share with you today. But the way I love to do my lives is I love to tell you what I know is going to support you. And many of you, as a result of watching tons of my lives over the years, have made the decision to raise your hand and trust me on your journey. And it's been life changing for you. So tonight's going to be one of those lives. All right. Now, I promise you that I'll never waste your time, because time is a very valuable asset. And I want to make sure I give you exactly what I have. So I'm thinking this live will be a couple of minutes, maybe like 15 or 20 minutes. You want to take something to write with, and because it's really going to be highly actionable for you. Number one, tonight I'm going to be teaching very simply on how to build a profitable coaching consulting business. And I'm going to lay out the elements of how I want you to think about building your coaching consulting business. Now, do me a favor. If what I say to you, what I suggest to you resonate and you're ready for that next step and you want support, then I want you to sign up for the Giant Experience Master Training, which is my master training that shows you how to take your knowledge and how to package it into a high ticket product on or offline. And I'll talk a little bit about that later, right? So I posted the link here, but let's get started. Number one. Okay. The first thing you need to think about if you want to package your knowledge into a high ticket product on or offline, and you want to build a profitable coaching business or consulting business, is that you need to set your numbers. Okay. So I want you to think right now, what is that number, that record breaking number that will change your life? What is that number? Is it $100,000? Is it $200,000? Is it a $500,000? Is it $1 million? So if you're talking about building a profitable coaching and consulting business, the first thing that we need to think about is, what is that number for you that's going to be life changing for you? That as a result of you achieving that goal, your life's going to change. Your family's life they're going to be the benefactors of the results, right? So some of you can post this here if you'd like, or you can just write it down on your pad as I go through it. But I know for me that when I got started my business, initially, all I wanted to do was be able to hit six figures. $100,000 working from the comfort of my home was the magic number for me. It was the bullet. And I knew that if I could do that, I could show up for the things that mattered the most for me. Now, this was 20 years ago. That was the goal I had. Then obviously I've modified that goal to 7 and now 8-figure goal. However, it was the goal that motivated me. What is the goal that motivates you? And I say this because so many people are afraid to think outside of the lines. I only work with people who are giants, who want to hit six figures over the course of the year of working with me, because they are highly actionable and they do the work and they invest in a full solution that can create the results. I want you to think right now, what is that number that would be life-changing for you? Not the number that would allow you to get by, the number that would allow you to have the vacations that you desire, the number that would allow you to show up as a mom that you want to, the number that would allow you to have the freedom in your life to do what you need to do, the number in your life that would allow you to have the least amount of debt or be debt-free. What is that number for you? That number. All right. Anybody want to post that number? You feel free to post it right here. But that was really the very first guiding principle for me in building a profitable business. And I'll tell you why. So many people get in business, they never think about what that number is. And therefore, they never hit the number one, because they never had intention around it. And number two, they never thought about building that business to be a business that could be extremely profitable. But I only built my business to be able to care for both me and my family from the very beginning. That was my dominant intention, and my only intention. Is this making sense? All right, number two. The second thing that you must do is package the tallest result that you can create for someone. And I'm going to repeat this. Package the tallest result that you can create for someone. So here are a couple don'ts, right? And I wrote a couple things down for you to keep in mind. Number one, don't sell information. Remember that a lot of times when people are thinking about coaching, consulting, they're thinking about teaching something like, maybe you're thinking about building a course or a curriculum and you want to sell information. But keep in mind that information is pretty cheap. Like, you can Google anything that you want to know, right? So people aren't interested in investing in information, right? They invest in transformation. So don't sell information, and don't get caught up like so many coaches on building a course or curriculum and focusing on just giving people tons of information. That's not the highest value of what you can do. The second thing is, don't copy what other people do. Now, I know that you've heard this in so many different ways, and that if you see what someone else is doing, why not duplicate what they're doing? But what I found for myself over the years, and it's the reason that I can build my business tremendously with ease and grace, is because I just sell what I know how to do. And the people who are attracted to me because of my authenticity, because what I'm selling to them is a result that I, one, created for myself and can demonstrate, and two, that I could transfer to people, hundreds of clients over and over again, and as proof, right? So I can show them over and over again. So I want you to understand not to copy what anyone else is doing, not to choose their taglines, not to copy their products, not to copy their marketing. Here's the thing I've learned, because I've been behind the scenes of so many businesses over the years, is that a lot of times something can look good on the outside, but on the inside, you actually don't know if it's profitable. So never copy what you see. I'm breaking this all the way down. If you're getting value, I want you to write, I'm getting value. Okay. And the deal is, like, don't copy what other people are doing. You're unique. What you bring to the table, your background, your gifts, your talent, your experience, it's packageable in a very unique way because of all of the experience that you've had. And when you decide that you're going to copy what other people are doing, what you essentially are saying is that what you bring to the table isn't good enough. And I want you to know, if you want to build a profitable business as a coach or consultant, you are good enough. You have to start with that belief. It's something that I've done over and over again. I've just built all my own curriculum and courses. I've never been at what I call a creative duplicator. I've talked about it for probably 17 years live on most of my trainings, because that is not where my value has come from. And that certainly isn't where my clients have come from. Consider this. If you copy or steal content over and over again, you have to find new content to copy and steal over and over again. And it's all because you don't know that what's inside of you, your walk, your journey, is good enough. Like, come on, give me a break. The easiest thing for me to do is to teach what I know how to do. And the easiest thing for you to do is exactly the same. Okay. And number 3, don't sell junky courses and curriculum. What do I mean? So many people have been told, like, don't give away your best stuff, right? Like, don't give away your best stuff, because if you do, what are you going to teach? Well, if you watch my lives, you know that I always share my greatest learning and insight with you. And the reason that clients come forward every single day and raise their hand and decide to work with me is because they hear something that's of value, that's of truth, that they resonate with. So don't sell junky stuff, or you'll be known as the person that has junky stuff. Okay, let me just grab my power cord. 1 second. Okay, so, or you'll be known as that person that sells junky courses. Now think of it this way. If I bought something from you and it was junky, it didn't have value. Like it doesn't matter what I pay for it. Am I ever buying anything else from you? Conversely, if I invested with you and what I got exceeded what I even imagined you would provide for me, will I work with you for a lifetime? Will I buy from you again and again and again? Will I tell people over and over again? Absolutely. So we're talking today about how to build a profitable coaching business. And we're standing on the principles of how I've built my business over the years. And I just want you to know the truth. Number 1, what I've already shared is set your number. Know what that number is in advance, what you want to hit. Is it 6 figures? Is it $100,000? Is it 300,000? Is it 500, 750, 1 million? 2 million or more? Know what that number is, because that's going to inform what your core offerings are. That's going to inform the level of results and transformation that you must provide in what I call number 2, packaging the tallest results that you can create for someone. So imagine, like, if you know you want to hit 6 figures this year, you might decide that you only want to work with 10 clients and you build out a $10,000 package. And that means that you're thinking about everything that those clients need for that $10,000 package that would allow them to create results with ease and grace for you and high value for the client. And you're not killing yourself trying to hit your goals, but instead you built a business around the results and transformation that you can create for the client. Now, is this making sense? Are you getting this? All right. Are you understanding this? I'm breaking this all down. And remember, what I suggested is don't sell information. Information is the cheapest thing ever. Someone can just Google it. So don't think that building out your coaching consulting model is based on giving people just information, things that they can already research and find on their own. Okay, because that's not high value. People invest in transformation, and really think about that when you're packaging together what you want to do to build a profitable coaching business. And don't copy what other people are doing. Understand that what you're doing is what your background is, your gifts, your talents, and your skills is so valuable, properly packaged, and never undercount, never discount or, not really understand the value of that. And then number three, don't sell junky courses. Okay. Because if I buy something from you and I thought it was going to have value and it's junky, I'm never buying anything else from you. Are we clear? Okay. But if I buy something from you and it exceeds what I thought I bought, like what I invested in, I will buy from you over and over and over again. It's the best way to build and create trust in any type of relationship as a result of offering your services. Number three, price your transformation and know that less is more. So let me talk about this for a minute. And it's something that I teach my clients how to do. A lot of times people think that in order to build a profitable coaching business, they need a lot of clients. And I actually teach my clients the opposite of that. You really don't need a lot of clients. What you need is to be able to create results for people, provide a full solution for them. And you need to know how to price that solution, right? You need to know how to value the results that you're bringing to the table and know that less is more. And I gave you an example a minute ago. If you wanted to hit $100,000 and you were charging $10,000 for your services because of the value of what you were bringing to the table, you only need 10 clients. If you wanted to hit $100,000 and what you were offering was $20,000 and you only needed 5 clients, think about the level of service you can provide 5 clients and really support them with an amazing result, right? It's a different way of thinking. See, people are not necessarily thinking about creating lots of results as coaches and consultants today. They're just thinking of lining people up. They don't care if they get a result or not. So the prices are absolutely low because if you don't get a result, listen, you only spent $2,000 anyway. Well, what were you expecting, right? So I want you to really think about yourself and how you're branding what you're doing in your business. And the reality is that you want to price the transformation that you bring to the table. It'll make all the difference. All right. And I hope that this is really supporting you. Number four, position your expertise to attract clients, right? And I can show you how to do that. Your background, your gifts, your talent, your expertise, the things you've been through, the things you've overcome, the mistakes you've made, the failures that you've learned from. Those are all opportunities for you to be able to market to your audience. See, when you've come through something, you have something to teach. You have a way to serve others. If you're willing to be vulnerable and transparent and work through what that solution was for you to allow you to create a result. And so one of the things that's very important is to know that your ideal clients need you to be honest. They need you to tell the truth. Yes, they do. They need you to tell the truth about your background, your gifts, your talent, the results that you've created in the lives of others, the results you've created for yourself. And I know that you've been told over and over again, don't talk about yourself because it's a tad braggadocious. But marketing is you have to tell the truth. And when you do, your ideal clients know that you are for them. And if you've been hemming and hawing around positioning yourself, knowing how to do it in a way that is authentic and true to you, right? So that your ideal clients line up and raise their hand. It's something that happens for us every single week. People reach out to us and want to work with me because they've seen something that where I've positioned what it is that I know how to do, or they've seen a testimonial, a real solid result that hundreds of my clients have created. And they've said, hey, I want to work with you because I have followed you over the years. I have watched your journey. I've seen your transformation, and they know that it's real. The same is true for you. It's called positioning. It's the reason why on my YouTube channel, right? It's the reason why on my YouTube channel, Vanita, that I share what it is that I do. And you're coming to the Giant Experience. I'm so excited. I don't know where to find the clients to tell my story. You'll learn that at the Giant Experience Master Training. You don't actually have to find the client. The client will find you when you position your story properly. See, when you tell the truth, your ideal clients are out there, and and when you speak their language, they come forward, they raise their hand. Think about how you met me. You probably saw a video or two, right? You might have watched my webinar. That might have been a start for you. That's how a lot of people start with me. But you might have been on my YouTube channel and seen one of many videos, and as a result of you hearing my story, you said, I connect with her, I like her process, I like her model, right, in some way. All right, so the same is true with you. It's called positioning, and knowing how to position your background, your gifts, and your talents. You'll learn how to do exactly that through the Giant Experience Master Training. And when that training opens up for you, okay, you'll be able to see firsthand exactly how I do it. And it's the reason why my clients are successful. It's not that it's something that works for me. And you've seen the testimonials. Hundreds of clients create amazing results. It's because it will work for any single person that applies what I teach. Number 5, okay? Now, you also need to learn where your buyers are, right? And Vanita, this is kind of like what you're talking about. Like, where are my buyers? Where are they at? Okay? And how do I find them? Your buyers are everywhere. I'll tell the story. Just this past week, I was downtown. One day I was by myself. No, I wasn't by myself. It was the same day, actually. It was Thursday. I was with my girlfriend, my childhood friend, and we were having like a late, what was it, early dinner or late lunch. And while we were having dinner or lunch, I ended up talking to someone at another table, and she owns a nonprofit, and we just started talking lightly, whatever, casually, whatever it was. And she said, well, what do you do? And I told her what I did, and she told me what she did. And then she said, I need to talk to you. And then from that experience, I gave her a link so that we could then connect. And from that moment on, she entered my funnel. A couple hours later, my girlfriend and I go to a different restaurant for cocktails. We go for cocktails. When we're there, I run into another woman who actually it was 3 women together. And I run into them, and we all just started talking about many things. And one of them has a business and wants to know how to package what she's doing. And she said, what do you do? When I told her what I did, she says, I need your information. So the truth of the matter is, she didn't come through a funnel. She didn't come through an ad. She just came from me just being myself and talking to someone. And I want you to know that when you understand exactly what to do with the leads that are already around you, it makes all the difference. A lot of us have opportunities, people who want to work with us all the time, but the leads are dropping all over the place. You know what I mean? They're just dropping all around because we don't know the process of what, and we don't have a process to gather leads along and in our life. Is that making sense? And in the same token, you might need to have more a formalized structure for your leads. And my clients use many different methods to bring in their ideal clients with 2 or 3 step funnels, but not funnels like you're thinking of, something that's complicated, just something really simple so that your ideal customer comes through and to you in a systematic way. Is that making sense? So I just wanted tonight to talk about, if you want to build a profitable coaching and consulting business, looking at what I just shared with you is so important. You got to start with that big number, because nothing happens without that number, first of all. And then you got to package that tallest and highest result. And then you need to price the transformation that you bring the client. The reality is that people will pay you based on your knowledge. And so many of us are used to selling time, so used to selling time, that we really don't understand the value of how to sell our knowledge. And then number 4 is positioning our experience, our background, our gift, our failure, our experience, so that people can relate to us and they can raise their hand, and knowing exactly how to do that. And if you don't know how to do that, I can definitely teach you how to position in your marketing to attract more clients, to get them organically to come to you, or using paid traffic to get them to come. And number 5 and is also learning how to find buyers. Where are they at? Where are the different places your buyers can exist? And how can you easily and effortlessly get directly in front of those buyers? That's one of the most important things. Now, when I think about a buyer, I think about a buyer is a premium investor in themselves. A buyer is a person that's highly actionable. A buyer is a person that only invests to get a result. A buyer is a person whose self-belief is that their esteem is so high inside of themselves that of course they're going to invest in themselves to change their life, right? So I want you to think about what a buyer means to you. A buyer is not just someone that's willing to spend money. I only want to work with people who are investment minded, because the reason that you sign up for coaching and consulting is so that you can create a yield, so that there's some level of growth that happens in your life and in your business as a result of the investment. I'm breaking that all the way down. And the reason that someone would make that investment with you is for the exact same reason. So a lot of times we have to change our mindset around investing and investment, right? And we don't think about it that way. We think, I'm charging this and someone's going to pay me. No, people are making an investment so that they can get a transformation. And when you position what you do from the point of the results that you know how to create, then you become untouchable. Competition is irrelevant. You're going to always have people who think they're competing with you. But in reality, my clients are attracted to me because I'm me. They're attracted to me because I'm a mom. They're attracted to me because I'm married. They're attracted to me because I'm authentic. They're attracted to me because I'm Black. They're attracted to me because I'm a coach. They're attracted to me because I'm a corporate trainer by trade. They're attracted to me because I'm educated. This is the reality. And the combination of that is what makes me me. Okay. And you have to think about what that means for you. I'm breaking this down. Like I'm just telling you. Okay. All right. Is breaking it down for yourself so you can think, right. And the niche, a lot of times we think that we've been told, Vanita, that like we can't be all of ourselves in a niche. So for example, my background is corporate training. I was told you cannot be a mom coach and a corporate trainer. Like no one's going to buy that. Okay. So, but that's not true. Like I know how to create courses in my sleep. One arm of my business is curriculum building and ghostwriting books for my clients, right? So the reality is like, how could I ignore this part of myself that's a high level skill and talent, right? And I also have the ability to create amazing results with other women and showing them how to take their knowledge, their background, their gifts, and to package it. Now, I will say this, that to build a business, any kind of business, you got to have some stick to itness. A lot of people want their businesses to operate like Jack in the Box. Remember you used to take the little box, right? And then the music would play, and then you would wind the handle, and then all of a sudden the jack would come out of the box, right? And they want their business to be like that. But I found that running a business isn't like that. There are no guarantees that Jack's going to pop out of the box. But I can tell you this, if you make the investment in yourself, if you're consistent and you're persistent, if you have the right mentor who has proven results, to me, proven results means that if you're great at what you do as a coach and consultant, you create results all the time. Okay. And that means that you don't have just 3 or 4 or 5 people that you tote over and over again as the stars in your business. You have tons of people. And certainly if you've been in business for a long time, I have both old and new results and testimonials that I can share with you, right? And that's really important. So when you're making an investment, that's one of the things that you want to look for, is making sure that the coach can demonstrate to you that they've created results. Anyone can tell you, I've coached thousands of people. Okay, well, if you coach thousands of people, there should at least be 100 results, because that's only 10%. Where are those people? Right. And a lot of us are not thinking or discerning as it relates to knowing what we desire and what we need in our life, in our world, in order for us to say yes to what is next for us. I think equally, when you're working with a coach or consultant, you want to make sure that you're matching values, right? Like at the end of the day, one of the things very important to me is family. It's very important to me. And so I've always gravitated more toward people who have wanted, or who have stated that family is important, right? Ultimately, you don't know who people are until you know them, right? Really. But I think that's one of the things that's really important as well. And you can see proof of that. My kids are everything to me. You'll see, I always, if if they allow me, if they allow me, because I got older kids now, so they don't all allow me to put them on social media because of their personal brands. Right. Yeah, yeah, right. And I respect that. But if they allow me, I share the journey with you, right? So you get to see what that journey looks like. You've seen what my spouse says about online with working with me, and what it's like me building my business, right? What my kids have said, right? Each of them have had their own share of an experience of me being their mom and being free, and what does that look like, so you know what's real and what's not real. And I think that's really important today, because you just don't know, right? You just don't know. And I think that's is super important. And I think ultimately building a profitable business comes down to you understanding that you have to invest in the fullest solution for yourself. And it's the only reason why I work with people who proactively seek to invest in themselves. You've got to find the money. And if you're this person that you're like hemming and hawing around investing in yourself, or you're scared of the big numbers, how are you going to hit $500,000 when you're afraid of $10,000, $20,000 investing in yourself? Come on. Who wouldn't invest $10,000 to learn how to make $100,000? It's a mindset. And so it's just really understanding that you're worth it. I hope that this live has supported you in some way. I want to open the floor, and if there are any questions for me, I'm happy to answer any questions that might be on the floor for me. And if they're not, then I'm going to sign off. If you're watching the replay, I want to hear your comments too, okay? You don't get away. And I'm going to post the Giant Experience Master Training for those of you who've been following me and want to learn how to take your knowledge and package it into a high ticket product on or offline. This experience is absolutely for you. You get 45-day access to some of my best training. You can watch, rewind, replay from the comfort of your home. But not only that, you get to join me live for 2 days, and I coach you. I walk you step by step and help you get clarity around what could you package? What could you drop into a product or service that your background, your gifts, your talent, your skills. And if you do nothing else, click on the link, scroll down to the middle of the page, see the testimonials for yourself. They can't all be lying, and they're not. We've created tremendous results working with clients, and I'm so grateful for the kind of women that I get to work with. They're smart, they're sharp, they're highly actionable, they're investment minded. They say yes, and then they figure it out, and they find the money, okay? Because you have to change your life. And I always say this, like for me, when I got started in business, the very first thing, I didn't have the money, right? I had a dream, okay? But I had to find the money to invest in myself. So I hope this has supported you. Last call. Any questions, you can ask me about the Giant Experience Master Training, or you can ask me about anything else. Any questions that you might have for me, happy to answer them. If you haven't seen my webinar already, check it out. It's completely free. MiaRedrick.com is the first step if you're new here. MiaRedrick.com. Just click on the webinar link and register. And there you'll learn the basics of how to begin thinking about packaging your knowledge, your background, your gifts, your talent, and your expertise into a high-ticket product on or offline. I want to thank you for being amazing, as always. I appreciate you for being here. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here. And that tells me that you're serious about changing your business and your life, that you want to figure out how to package what you're doing into a high ticket product or service on or offline as a coach or consultant. If you're just joining me, watch the replay, okay? I love you. Have a great and amazing night.